ain't ready yet. Wait, let me fix my hair. Yes.
Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to get into a really good topic. I did a quick survey on my Instagram asking what you guys wanted me to cover this time, and the women have spoken. And today's video will strictly be about how to be the perfect girlfriend. Now, I know a lot of y'all are probably like, well, how can you be the perfect girlfriend and you single, blah, 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 whatever. No, I can be perfect. I mean, obviously, no one is perfect. More so, I guess we should say ideal. But you can be the perfect girlfriend and be single at the same time. You have those qualities of a perfect girlfriend, of the ideal girlfriend. But you're single because you just don't see someone who's worth your time. You don't see anyone who hasn't matched what you can bring to the table. The person you may be interested in may still need to work on them. It's just a lot of different factors. But don't base you being who you are as a person and you having those good qualities of a girlfriend to be the perfect girlfriend or ideal girlfriend off of you being single or not. I don't know about y'all, but I am the perfect girlfriend. I have the perfect girlfriend qualities. I am the ideal girlfriend with a little something extra. But that's for some but that's for a whole nother video. So, baby, grab you a snack. Come on in, honey. Leave your shoes at the door. You already know my policy. And have a seat. We are about to get into it. Okay? Oh, yeah. And so before I even get into this video, I don't know why I have the giggles today. I also want to give a shout out to UnspokenTreasureSociety. There is a transgender support group here in Atlanta. I went to the meeting. It is legit. It's thebomb.com. A lot of older, more mature trans women that I've grown up, that I've came up under. I'm all over the place today. Just a lot of trans women that when I grew up, I witnessed their transitions and got advice from them in the past. So they have come together and they have a support group. They're helping girls out with resources, job placements, legal documentation, all of that. If you need someone to talk to, a shoulder to cry on, advice, whatever, make sure that you reach out to them on Instagram. It's the Unspoken Treasure Society. Of course, my DMs are always open to you guys. You know that. If you don't remember it, it's down in the comment box. Or just hit me up and then I will forward it to you. We meet once a month. Last night's meeting was very therapeutic and it was everything. So make sure that you go to Instagram and add Unspoken Treasure Society. They're also on Facebook, and it's all one word, or you can get it in the comments below, or if you just don't know it all, inbox me on Instagram. Okay, so let's get into this video. So I have spoken to a few guy friends and girlfriends and got their opinions and perspectives on what the ideal partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, etc. would be, and I added that with what I feel it would be or what it is, and how you can go by it by being the ideal girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever, and come up with some tips. So listen, before we even get started, I'm interrupting y'all again. So before we even get started, nowhere on this video am I telling you to be naive. Am I telling you to be a fool? To not be yourself? This isn't that type of video. This video is for the girl who is sure of herself and knows who she is already and just needs some extra pointers or tips, to be an even better person, and then in return that will make you a better girlfriend. Okay, now that that's clear, let's jump into it. Okay, so one of the first ones on the road to being the perfect girlfriend is to be his friend. You have to be his friend. Some of the best relationships start from being friends. You may not be best friends. I ideally would want to be best friends with my boyfriend. Not the type of best friends that I have with my girlfriends, but he would be my best male friend. Or vice versa. If it was a girl, I mean, if it was a guy, he would want his girlfriend to be his best girlfriend, whatever. So you want to make sure that you are friends. Friendship is very important. I feel like when you're friends, you forgive easy. When you're friends, you're more understanding. When you're friends, you love easily. When you're friends, you may go through something in your relationship, and then you can always revert back to why I chose to be this person's friend, why me and this person became friends in the first place. So I just think friendship is one of the first pieces of the foundation for that relationship. You have to be his friend. You don't have to be one of his homeboys. You know, you just want to be his special friend. You want to be the one who understands him and gets him like nobody else can. So make sure you are a friend. To know yourself and work on yourself. You can't be good for somebody else if you don't know who you are as a person, if you're not working on yourself, if you're not holding yourself accountable for your flaws. I know that I'm flawed, but that's why I'm perfect. Okay, let me stop. But yes, I have flaws. I have emotional flaws. I have physical flaws. Um, I have character flaws, and these are things that I'm working on constantly. Not just so that I could be in a relationship or be the perfect girlfriend, but just for me to be the perfect woman. You know, I want to be the perfect woman for my community, my family, my husband, my children. If God blesses me with that, I want to be a better person for me. So you have to do a lot of self-reflecting. You have to look at yourself in the mirror. You have to call out all of those good and bad qualities about yourself and check yourself. If I'm good, I'm going to be even better for him. And that has to be your mindset moving forward on the road to being the perfect girlfriend. Oh, and this is something that I had to work on a lot. To be nice. You have to be nice. And so many of my friends have told me this. Even my sister, she was like, Amara, you just be nice. And it's it's so funny because if I tell her like, hey, you know, I met someone or whatever, and it's just so funny. The first thing that she said was, just be nice to him, please. So be nice. Nobody wants a girl who, I mean, they like that snap and that fire because I come with it. However, you just got to know when to drop at. You don't want to be mean. You want to be nice. You don't want him to get to the point to where it's like, oh, I'm just over her because, like, you know, she just too on it. And then those moments when you know that you have your mood swings, whether it's your cycle, whether you're on HRT, whether you're a Cancer, because I know I have my moments. I kind of stick to myself so that I'm not inflicting that on him or just anybody else. So be nice. They like a girl with a little bit of fire, but you don't want to be like the girl he can't stand, because then you're not going to be his girlfriend. You won't be the perfect girlfriend. You won't even have no friends. So be nice. And I tell myself that every day, like, be nice. He isn't like the guys in the past. You can't treat him like everybody else. Be nice. Okay? Good. Remember that there is nothing wrong with you as an individual. What makes you the perfect girlfriend is you. You're you. He likes you because of these different qualities that you possess. He likes you because of your personality. He likes you because of the way you look, the way you might have smelled, your style, the way you wear your hair. None of us are alike. There's always going to be something in every girl that a man finds. There's something in me that I know none of y'all got. So, baby, you know, you got to have that type of confidence, and you just got to know that within yourself, that there's nothing wrong with you. I'm perfect. If he not with it, then he's just not the one. But don't ever look at yourself and feel like, you know, you're not worth it or you're not worthy. You know, just be you. He's going to come along. But knowing who you are and being secure in yourself makes you an even better girlfriend. Okay, so the next one is, I forgot what I had wrote. You want to be understanding. And the best thing about that is just to show him support. Show him that you care about him. Show him that you love him. A lot of times, I know us as women, we always want that reassurance. And I think we in turn don't get that back. Like, we constantly want a man to reassure us that he loves us and, confirm that we need to do that in return. So, be understanding of his feelings, what he's going through, what he likes, what he dislikes, his moods, all of those things. You want to just be understanding, even if you aren't, you want to work towards being understanding, or at least try. He will recognize that, and then, of course, that in return will reflect on who you are as a person, and on your way to being the perfect girlfriend. And don't just be understanding just because it's like that's what he would want. You should genuinely want to be understanding of anybody, whether you're a guy dating a guy dating a girl dating a girl, whatever. You would want to be understanding of your partner. That's just bottom line. Oh my God, this is a good one, especially for my ladies. Set realistic expectations. In order for you to be the perfect girlfriend, you need to be realistic. So here's a perfect example. And me and one of my girlfriends had got into a little debate about this, because she was like, I'm not dating no guy who works at McDonald's and he has this and that. The guy was a manager at McDonald's, and she was like, oh, I'm not dealing with no guy that works at McDonald's. I'll deal with the dope dealer, blah, 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 the dope boy, whatever, trashing the guy. And I had to tell her, like, sweetie, you have all these expectations. You want the house, you want the picket fence, you want the Benz, you want the cute fluffy dog, you want the 401k, you want the extra coins that he got up in his closet in a shoebox. You want all that. You want this man to be like this type of hygiene, good credit. And it's like, okay, I get that, because I know I want that too. But what are you going to do when you meet a guy who has all of these things that you're expecting? He checks off on everything on your list, and he turns around and asks you for the same thing in return, and you can't provide that. Exactly. So you're not being realistic. That guy at McDonald's may be the manager of McDonald's. It may just be McDonald's, but that shouldn't be the end all be all of, him being a candidate. Like, you didn't mention his qualities. You didn't mention his personality. You didn't mention his core values. You didn't mention none of the things that I would assume are important. You just stuck on his job, and it's like, you don't even have those things going on for yourself. So how can you want that out of a man when you don't have it? It just doesn't make sense. So our expectations in a partner needs to be realistic. I want certain things from a man, and I know for a fact that I can get that in return. Anything that I ask of you, I'm giving it times 10. You get what I'm saying? So let's be realistic in our expectation. Another thing is to give him space. Listen, as women, we are somewhat needy, and we want attention, and we want to be with the boy all the time, blah, blah, blah. But we need to understand that you have your time, he has his time, and then y'all have y'all time. Give that man his space. Let him do him. You should be doing you. Like, one thing that I don't understand is, like, when women get in relationships, and I'm not going to say women, just people in general, you get in a relationship and you just forget all about who you are as a person and what you enjoy and your friends and what you do. It's all about this relationship. People need to learn how to find balance. And in the process of giving him his space, you should have your balance. You should do your own thing, let him do his own thing, and then y'all come together and do your own thing like that. You should really have your own social life, have your own friends. He needs to have his own friends. If y'all have mutual friends, that's cool. But give him his space. I don't want to be around a dude all day. I like my own space. I like to be in my room, listening to my music, shopping online, shopping in the mall, doing whatever. Like, as long as you checking in and, blah, 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 we text every now and then, I'm good. I don't have to be with you all day, because I really don't want you all up under me, and, then I'm going to get aggravated, annoyed, unless we're on a vacation somewhere, and that's something else. But that's a whole nother video. So be sure to give him his space, please, to communicate. And every relationship needs this, and this also will help you with being the perfect or ideal girlfriend. Communicate. If it's something that's bothering you, you need to tell him. If it's something that's making you happy, you need to tell him. No matter what it is, you need to tell him. That's what makes a relationship stronger. Just the communication of it. Y'all have to communicate. You got to let him know what time it is. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. In return, you still want to be respectful of one another, but you have to communicate. Don't be annoyed or bothered by something and then you don't speak up about it. He's not a mind reader. You ain't a mind reader. Like, communicate. Tell him what's up. I don't like the way you do this. Or I love this. Or, whatever. Just communicate. No matter what it's about, you two should be constantly talking and getting to learn one another. A lot of people don't know each other in relationships because they don't talk often. Even if y'all don't have nothing to talk about, find something. There's always something that you can learn about the person. So, yeah. A man will learn a lot about you and how to treat you based off of how you treat yourself. So, you have to constantly respect yourself, no matter what. I know that I'm not perfect. I probably have some wild moments. Hey, we all have. But ultimately, I'm always respecting myself or holding myself to a certain standard. Because I don't need nobody coming at me thinking that they can play around in my face. Not the girl for it. So you want to make sure that you are respecting yourself at all times. That can go by the way you dressed. That can go by the way you handle certain situations. By the way you deal with certain men. Men that you entertain. The way you approach certain situations. Everything that you do should just be in a respectful manner for you. You never know who's watching you. It could be your future husband, baby daddy, boyfriend, whatever. Constantly respect yourself. Even if somebody's not watching you, you just should be respecting yourself as a person. Men notice that. They notice how you carry yourself and how you view yourself. And that's a turn on, I think, for both men and women. So respect yourself. That will make you the ideal girlfriend. She has total respect for everybody and especially for herself. An emotional connection is very important. Like, I get so many girls who complain about the guy isn't listening to them, or, he doesn't show any type of emotion, or he's just not emotionally available for her or whatever. But then when a guy does show emotion, or he cries, or he's trying to show that emotional side, some women look at them as less than a man for showing their emotion. So it's like, what do you want? Do you want him to be emotionally invested into you and emotionally connected with you? Or do you want him to just be ice cold and shut you out and blah, blah, blah? You need to find that middle. I want my man to be emotionally invested into me. I want to have that emotional connection. If you crying or something's bothering you, I'm not going to look at you different or less than as a person or a man because you're showing emotions or you're in your feelings. You're human. So ditch that whole narrative of men aren't supposed to be emotional. That's wrong. That's why you're at home with a glass of wine trying to figure out why he's not in tune with you. Y'all not on the same channel. Figure it out, sis. We all have emotions. He should be able to share his. And you guys together should be able to work on your emotional connection with one another. Trust, and honesty. You have to trust the person that you are with. If you don't trust somebody, you shouldn't be with them. If I can't trust you, or I'm constantly wondering, like, what's in his DMs, or who's texting him, or if I feel like I need to check his phone, I don't need to be with you. That's the dumbest thing. Like, for you to want to be with somebody, but you don't trust them. It's selfish. Like, if you have trust issues, get out of that relationship, sis. Find a corner and figure it out. Like, you do not need to be with somebody if you're having trust issues. It's just not good. It's going to drive you nuts. It's going to drive him away from you. And then he's going to go run off with some other girl who is very trustworthy. She's not worrying about his phone and all that other stuff. For me, I let you start at 100. It's kind of like how a teacher does with a student. You start at 100, and when you get shit wrong, when when you get stuff wrong, the score just drops or the grade drops. So I trust you. I definitely want you to trust me. And if you give me reasons to not trust you, then that would be something. But ultimately, if I feel like I have to keep looking over my shoulder, wondering if he's talking to this girl, this and that, I'm not going back and forth trying to play private detective, Carmen San Diego, Inspector Gadget, all of that. Bye. Not doing it. I'm not going to run myself crazy trying to figure things out. So you need to have trust. That's how you become the ideal girlfriend or perfect girlfriend. You're just trustworthy. I trust you because I know that you trust me. I know that I'm not going to have you out here looking crazy, and I expect you to do the same thing. So, trust. Simple. Learn his interest and be supportive. Like, if a guy loves football or he likes shooting a shotgun in the field on a weekend, those are things that I'm not into. I could care less for football. I probably would be interested in shooting a gun. However, if he's into certain things that I'm not into, that's totally fine. But I'm making the initiative to learn about these things that he cares for. Like if a man is into me or I'm with my boyfriend, whatever, he may not necessarily be in tune with the whole trans rights movement and all of that, but he'll have some type of interest or make some type of effort for it because he knows that me being his girlfriend is something that I'm very passionate about or something I care about. So he would be supportive of that. Or like if I had a pageant. Of course, most guys aren't into pageants, but my dude would more than likely pop up because he knows it's what I like. So in return, we need to be supportive of our boyfriends. Like if he likes race car driving or drag racing, try it out. If he loves pizza, make him a pizza on the weekend. I don't know. If he's just into certain things, be creative and take the initiative to do that just because you know that it's something that he enjoys. If you love him, you're gonna try it out because it's what he likes. That's just what it is. I know I don't care for football, but if Monday night is, it's a time where he loves to sit on the couch and play football and, scream at the screen and all of that, I'll be sitting there next to him, doing my own thing. But I'm going to show that I'm supporting him. I'm into it because you like it. It's a vibe. That's what it's going to be. I'm not going to give y'all all of my tips and secrets, but those were some very, very good, valid points. Of course, we all do know that every relationship is not perfect. Every relationship will not be the same. But a lot of these tips that I gave you guys typically are like the common denominator to the perfect or ideal relationship. Like, nobody's perfect. So when I say perfect, I'm basically just saying your definition of perfect. Because I know that my relationship wouldn't be perfect, but it's perfect for me. He ain't perfect, but he's perfect for me. So you have to look at it that way. But like I said, nowhere in this video am I telling you to be a fool, naive, look the other way. We're not doing that. This isn't that type of thing. But, just be open-minded and treat the guy the way you would want to be treated. And just think about the longevity of the relationship, situationship, friendship, whatever it is you're into. Just think about that and think about what he wants. A lot of the times I notice that we sit around and talk about like what we want from a guy or what we expect for a guy to do, and all that is totally fine. But let's always look back and think, okay, well, what would he want? So yeah, I'm striving to be the perfect wife. You know what I'm saying? So these are some tips for y'all to be the perfect girlfriend, or if you're on the road to being a perfect girlfriend, just, apply them. I think it'll work for everybody. Even if you're a guy dating a girl, some of these same tips will work for you. So I want to thank you all for tuning into my video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope these tips are useful. If they did work for you, like y'all do always, DM me, comment below. Let me know how things are going in your relationship. If you have any other ideas or topics that you want me to cover, let me know. And of course, I will put that into perspective. Girl, I'm all over the place. And yeah, thank you all for watching my videos and sharing and liking and commenting. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm only a few subscribers away, so let's get up there. Please share this video. Please like. Please comment. Please subscribe. And I hope you all just have an amazing weekend, day. If you're headed to school, driving to work, in bed at night, whatever you're doing, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I told y'all before, I have some more stuff coming up. I'm just waiting for a closer date so I can make this really big announcement and bring you all on this journey that I have coming up. Be fabulous, be great. Don't forget about Unspoken Treasure Society, the trans support group that's on Instagram. I'll also put it down in the comment box. And once again, thank you so much, ladies. Strive to be the perfect you first, and then, of course, the perfect girlfriend, perfect wife, friend, whatever it may be. Just strive for perfection. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. Bye.